I'm Adriana Lopez. In the dating world, it can be hard to decipher someone's true intentions. It's easy to get caught up in the honeymoon phase and not realize that the person you were falling for wasn't actually who you thought they were. Dr. Femi is a life coach and global relationship expert, and he's here to share some tips on how to tell if someone truly loves you. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for joining us today. Welcome to Texas Today. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Oh my goodness, we all have so many questions, right? Okay, so first of all, can you tell us a little bit about the work that you do and how you're helping people with their relationships?
Of course, I help individuals and couples take them from where they are to where they want to be in a relationship through my self-help books, coaching programs, master classes, different retreats and speaking engagements that I do around the world.
Why is it that sometimes we end up with the wrong person?
I think people rush into the relationship too soon, too quick. I feel like they think relationship is like an instant noodles. You can't quickly microwave that. It takes time to build. And we have to just study the person that we are trying to date and fall in love with, because people have baggages.
Yeah.
And people, to some extent, they are flawed. So you have to take time to study that individual to make sure that they are the right fit for you.
We keep hearing true love, and we love the idea of true love, and we all want true love, but how can we get true love? How can we cultivate it?
It's easier said than being done, right? It takes a lot of work. One is making sure that you are doing your fact check. Make sure that the person knows they have good habits, good behavior, they have good background, in life, and they are prepared for the relationship. Also understanding that it takes sacrifice to make this relationship work. You just don't want to have a long journey with someone who is not willing to sacrifice something important for you. So understanding those type of nuances and dynamics will help someone to identify individual who truly loves them.
Is love a decision that we make?
It's both emotion and decision, right? You feel the love, but you have to decide if you want to engage in the feelings that you have.
Okay, we meet someone and we feel butterflies in our stomach and we think it's love at first sight. What do we do?
Well, you go on a date with the person, right? You like the person, you talk to the person, you go on a date with the person just to be able to identify if I like this person's personality, if I like their characters. You're able to find out different things about them, their culture, their background, their traditions. You want to know all of those things to be able to make an informed decision about this person. And I tell people, don't fall in love, step into love. There's a clear difference. Falling into love means that you are not identifying those red flags, or you see those red flags and you ignore them. Stepping into love implies that you see those red flags, you recognize them, and you are making your choices with your eyes wide open.
You have some books. Can you share a little bit of the advice that we're going to be able to get from them?
Absolutely. Well, one of the advices that I give to couples is this. You have to be able to support each other's dreams and goals and vision in life by identifying the powers that you both possess and use those powers to empower each other. Power is not being domineering and being forceful or being an authoritative person. It's about empowering each other to succeed in life.
What about the roles that we have in a relationship? Because a lot of us focus more like on gender roles, or you do this because you're a man, you do this because you're a woman. How does that work?
Well, I tell people gender roles don't work because you are boxing yourself when you say this is what he should do or this is what she should do. It's about what are we capable of doing in this season of our life, because seasons change, right? Roles are not fixed. I may be a breadwinner for many years, but something may happen that I might get laid off that I might need you to step in and be the breadwinner. I might be the one that who's go, helping the families, who is really strong, but then sickness come and then I fall sick and I need my partner who is healthy to help out. So roles are not defined by gender, they are defined by your skill set, your strengths, your interest, and your constraints.
I mean, if the other person cooks better, right? Let them cook. I'll be very happy.
Absolutely, right?
Let them cook.
Yeah, because culture sometimes dictates that. What is acceptable in your culture might be different in another culture. When you go to Hawaii and experience the Samoan culture, it is the men that are responsible to cook. So it's quite different from every culture, but we need to be able to find a role that transcends culture, right? How do we define that? It's by your interest, your skill set, and those constraints.
Let's talk a little bit more about stepping into love and not falling for love.
Stepping into love means that you go on a date with a person, you get to know who they are, and you're able to use your brain, to be able to say, all right, does this make sense or not, right? Is this person the right fit for me or not? And just don't rush into it. But falling in love, I mean, it's like tripping, It's, I mean,
that's exactly how it feels.
Yeah. And people just think red flags are going to change to green flags. No, this is not a traffic light. Red flags means danger zone. And also people think that they can change the person. You can't change a person. You can inspire the change, but the individual must decide to do the work to make that change. You have to make a decision. One is, can I live with this person, with this habit? Or two, let me wait to see the transformation that I want in this person before I say I do to them.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing all this advice. The most important thing, use both your heart and your brain. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
To learn more about Dr. Femi and to purchase one of his books, visit his website, gfemspeaks.com. You can also keep up with him on Facebook and Instagram at gfemspeaks.